All right, all right. Welcome everybody. Welcome on in. I'm excited to have everybody here with our financial elevation live tonight. We got Jamie in the building from AZ. We got Tiffany in the building as well from the Midwest, and we're gonna have some more people tap in as well. But right now, we're gonna tap into this information about these student loans because I know these student loans is just making everybody really mad right now. But there's a lot of help that's available. So really quickly, I want to tap into some new updates that are going to completely change the game for millions of borrowers. And it's going to cut your payments in half. It's really, really cool. So if you know somebody that has student loans, go ahead and share this live out so they can go ahead and tap in and they can understand a little bit more about some help that's available for them. They have student loans. And then we're going to dive into how a home based business is going to be able to actually help you get out of debt, not just by earning additional income, but I'm going to tell you a secret that you're going to be able to tap into. Okay. So just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. Well, let's go ahead and just get right on into it. This is the Save Plan update. All right. So, number one, I'm going to show you what the Save Plan does, how the repayments are calculated. One second. Let me move this around real quick so you can see this, and then you'll be able to understand it. I mean, it kind of feels like taxes in a way, because you got to start with a certain thing, and then we move around to certain things. But anyway, so the first thing we're going to start off with is the percentage of your income protected. This right here is basically whatever the poverty level is. It basically assumes that you're going to have certain expenses, and it assumes that no one can really live beyond these means, okay, and have extra discretionary income. All right, so say that word with me, discretionary. Okay, that's a big word, right? So, with most of these income repayment plans, income driven repayment plans, when you're paying back your student loans, they'll take 150% of this threshold, which means 100% of it plus another 50%. But with the Save plan, it's actually 225%. All right, so that's really, really cool. So off the rip, you're already getting more and more money that you're not, well, off the rip, you're already qualifying for more benefits. So looking at step one, let's actually give you a real world example. So this is based off of somebody that makes $60,000 a year and they have a two person family, right? So 150% of the poverty level for that family is $29,000. Now, if we look over at the Save plan, this is a new plan. President Biden, you can thank him for this right here. All right, so the Save plan would be 225%. So it's over double that threshold. So we come in at $44,370. That's your protected income. All right, that's your basis of what we're going to look at. Now, let's go down to step two. We take your adjusted gross income, right? So I told you it was 60,000, and I'm gonna show you a way to make that number even smaller in just a second. But we start at 60,000. We remove the protected income from it, and that gives us the discretionary income. So again, you take your income after tax, after deductions and everything. You take that income, you subtract the protected income, basically the poverty level, right, based on your household size, and then you're left with your discretionary income. So on most repayment plans, your discretionary income is going to be $30,000, and that's what they're going to base the loan off of. Okay. Now on the new Save plan, it's $15,000, so it's almost half, okay, of what your traditional income driven payment plans are. Now, why is it better to have a lower discretionary income? Because basically, if you have less money to spend paying back things like loans, then they're going to actually charge you and make you pay back less per month. So let's look at step number three. As you can see right here, on the rest of the payment plans, you'll be paying $253 a month. On the new Save plan, $130 per month. So clap it up for that. You're saving, was that 120 bucks a month. Just think about what that looks like over the course of the year. Think about you being able to provide more for your family, being able to invest more, and not have that burden of the student loan right on top of you. Okay, and this is just a small example of somebody just owing 60,000 on the student loans, and they have a $60,000 income. All right, so with the new Save Plan, as of July, so just a few days ago, as of July 2024, the U.S. Department of Education will expand the plan to actually provide more relief. All right, somebody put more relief in the comment section because that's what we need. Listen, you were sold a dream, right? As you were headed off to college, you were said, hey, look, you were told, hey, go ahead and get the student loans, get the education. There's going to be a job waiting for you that's going to be able to help you pay off that student loan. And it's going to be just a small smidgen of all the millions of dollars that you're going to be making, right? They sold you that dream, right? But guess what ended up happening? The nightmare, okay? The nightmare happened. All right. So now I'm so glad that they're coming out with these things because my generation, we graduated just about 20 years ago, 15 to 20 years ago. So we've been dealing with student loans for a long time, longer than most of the Generation Z have been alive. Okay. We've been fighting these student loans. Okay. It's been a big old ink blot on our credit. Okay. Is affecting the way that we are able to qualify for homes and cars and things like that. But now, on top of the Save Plan, as of July 1st, like I was just saying, they're reducing the payments down even further. So instead of 10% of that discretionary income, now it's 5% of that discretionary income. So now that's going to be a lot lower. And I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit. Also, accelerated forgiveness. Borrowers with less than 12,000, check this out, with less than 12,000 in debt, you can now qualify for forgiveness in just 10 years compared to 20 years. Now, you can also consolidate it, and it's not going to reset your progress. So that's good. You can reconsolidate it up until September. So you still got 2 months to get those debts all into one before you actually apply this plan. So that's really good, too, because, there's a lot of benefits in bringing those debts together. You can actually get a lower payment. Now, the last thing here, and this is really huge, really, really huge. Forgiveness credits. Borrowers with deferred or entering into forbearance before July 1st will receive credit towards forgiveness. This also applies towards forbearances after July 1st as well. So listen what that means. If you've been pushing off your student loans, just forbearance, just put it into deferment or forbearance, you push it off. They come at you again next year, next 2 years, however long you push it off, and then you have to qualify for the forbearance again. All of those years can now count as a credit towards that 10 or that 25-year plan. So if you're not aware, you're usually out of debt with these plans within 20 years, except for in this accelerated clause here, where if it's less than 12, you're going to get out sooner. But most people are in this for 20 years. So if you're someone like me who's had student loans for just about 20 years, and I've been kicking it off, I've been pushing it down. All right, face it, I've had jobs at like Little Caesars and just work jobs in the mall. Just paying me basic crumbs. I couldn't afford no student loan debt. I'm still trying to feed myself. Okay, and that's before the kids, before the wife, before all that stuff, right? Before I had a business that could fly me out to Miami, all kinds of stuff, right? But the thing is, imagine now coming in and being able to say, look, all those years that I pushed back can now count towards that 20-year mark that I need. Some people are only a few years off from paying off their student loans and don't even know it because they're too afraid to address it. So that's another reason why I wanted to do this webinar, just so you can see how close you are to paying off your loans. So here's an example. Remember, I just showed you $130 on the current Save benefits. Now, after July, we're going to cut that down. Imagine now it's only $65 a month that you're paying, which is 5% of your annual discretionary income. This right here is going to change lives. I guarantee it, because a lot of people just need a little bit of extra wiggle room to make it to that next payday, But, I have a plan. I say, don't just make it to the next payday. I want you to actually just make it to, beyond that. I want you to be able to come in here and do exactly what you need to do, but not have to worry about having enough money to pay for X or pay for Y or pay for Z. I want you to actually live the lifestyle that you truly deserve, and not, because there's something called abundance, right? That we were promised, and it's something that we're not actually able to live because we don't know the right way. We don't know of a better way. All right. Now I want to say that this opportunity that I'm about to share with you is a better way. All right. It's called Nove. It's a credit and money company. Now, the reason why I want to marry this with the student loans, y'all, check this out. Because remember, I told you that it is based on your adjusted gross income. Adjusted gross income. They take that and then they subtract the protected income. And that's why we don't know anything, because we won't even look up these definitions and figure out, well, how can I reduce my adjusted income if my payment plan is based on that? Well, this is the way. It's having a home-based business. Listen, not to get into too much of my information, okay? But I wrote off a lot of money last year and write-offs for my business. And what that was able to do is lower my adjusted income. So money that was already going out the door for office supplies, for travel, for miles, just for computers and electronics, phone bill, rent, a portion of my rent, not well, my house payment, a portion of your rent if you are renting, a portion of your utilities can be written off. There's so many things you can write off if they are eligible for business expenses. And again, some of these things you're doing are already expenses, but you don't have a business to write it off with. All right. So imagine being able to now have all these things that you used to just spend and be liabilities now become expenses, and you can file that on your taxes as a write-off for your at-home business and lower your AGI. All right. So without again getting too much into my business, this is what basically eradicated my student loans. Being able to write off things eradicated my student loans. And come on. This is gold right here, y'all. This is gold. I'm giving y'all sauce. Okay. So I just want you to put sauce in the comment section, because we even got started yet. And I already showed you how to save $100 off of your debts. And then I also sprinkle on top of it a way that you can actually reduce that even further just by having a home-based business. All right. And there's another live you can kind of tune into, and I'll show you exactly the math on that. All right. So here, let me go ahead and get into the reality here, because you already seen that this is affecting millions of people. 1 in 3 consumers have a credit score that's lower than 669. And in underserved communities, the credit score is actually 45 points less. 50% of businesses are failing in the first 5 years, mainly due to the lack of access to capital. We know that's not fair. And 2.5 million people are seeking debt counseling each year to avoid bankruptcy. Well, I just showed you how to get a few hundred extra back on your payments. And actually, there's so many people, every time I talk about credit, they always bring up their student loans, right? But now I just showed you a way where you can get on up out of that. You don't have to settle and stress yourself out, especially with a home-based business. Now you even owe less, but only 39% of Americans have the cash to pay for a $1,000 emergency without having to borrow money. And that just starts the cycle all over again, because we know that 1 in 3 people can't even borrow money. If you don't see this as a problem that we're in, then that's fine. But I guarantee you know somebody that is in this predicament right now. But just because there's a major problem, I don't mean there's not solutions. And we actually have a major solution. All right. So Nove, the credit and money company, is a fintech providing greater access, not just access, but greater access to credit, capital, and entrepreneurship for underserved communities nationwide. Credit building, debt help, access to capital, entrepreneurship. And we have accreditations, okay? So we're accredited with the DSA, the BBB, the Georgia Chamber, the NSBA. We got it going on. I can't even lie. I can't say no better than that. Ain't that right, panel? We got it going on. Like, there's no better feeling than to know that you're with a company that has amazing leadership. So just at a glance, I'm going to share with you who Mr. Rico McDaniel McCambry is, MBA, the founder and president and CEO of Nove. He wrote a book, best-selling author of The Plan. He wrote another book, The Fatherless Father. His GPA was 4.0 for one of the nation's top MBA programs. He's in the #1 business honor society in the world. He writes for Forbes. He's in Marquise Who's Who in Atlanta. He's a member of the National Small Business Association that meets in DC. There's so many different things that's great about him, but he's led Nove to the Inc. magazine's list of 5,000 fastest growing companies in America, 3 years running. So that's really huge. And we have some solutions, y'all. So let's go ahead and give it up for solution number 1. All right, so this right here, just put a 1 in the chat if you know somebody that needs better credit. So that's anybody who has student loans. I guarantee you they need better credit. There's some things that they had to sacrifice, and they're sacrificing right now to not only pay those student loans, but to live the lifestyle that they're living right now. All right, so our credit solution number 1 is actually helping you build great credit. And how do we do that? Well, first we got to get rid of the negative items. So MyNovae Disputes Manager is $139 one time and then $40 a month. It's AI software. It's really brilliant. It connects to your credit report, finds all the negatives. You click a few times, it generates the dispute letters for all 3 bureaus. You print them off, and it tells you next month what is still there. If something's still there, it generates the next round using AI technology. It's really, really smart. People are getting crazy success. We just had somebody go up 200 points. We just had somebody with, I think it was a dozen inquiries get removed because of this software. So it's really, really great. But if you don't have the time to do it yourself, we have a relationship with Credit Lights. It's an exclusive relationship. So they're a firm out of Florida, fully licensed to do credit repair. All right, because we don't do credit repair, but we link up with the greats that do. Okay, and we negotiated a really great price for you, $239 to get started, and then only $89 a month. And it comes with a full risk-free guarantee for 6 months. So at the end of the 6 months, if we don't have anything deleted off your credit report, you're getting all your money back. All right, I love putting my name on something like that because it just means you can't be mad at Jerry if it didn't work out. Okay, these tactics work for millions of people, but they don't work for you. No sweat. You don't have to pay anything. All right. So then we move into business credit. I just shared with you that 50% of businesses are failing mainly due to the lack of access to capital. Well, let's show you how to get your business capital with a $50,000 funding guarantee. All right, it's our Nove Business Credit Suite. It's amazing. All right, we have credit advisors that work with you, that walk you through the program. It comes with a full year of the dispute software. You're going to separate your business credit from your personal credit, so that way you can get business cards. You can max out your business cards, and it doesn't affect your personal at all. Because you know what happens when you max out your personal credit cards, right? Your credit score goes, right? So with this, you're able to separate that thing, and that's how you really grow. And we guarantee at least $50,000 in funding, or we'll keep working with you until you do. Now, for that, since it's a big ticket item, obviously, this is a game-changing item. This will change your life. This will change your business, and we teach you how to do it so you can do it for businesses that you may start in the future. All right, so we have to have a higher ticket on this, but it's only one time, $24.95. We also have payment plans that's available as little as $100 a month. So just ask the person sharing this with you how you can get in and get started with the Nove Business Credit Suite. And all 3 of these have so many things that come with it. It's not just the credit building, but we have other things that sprinkle on top of it that really, really help, like a $1 million fraud insurance policy that comes with each one of those. All right. So get back with the person that got you on here. Not only let them know, hey, thanks for sharing the information about the student loans, but tell them, hey, I need better credit. I need credit solution number 1. I need to rebuild my credit. I need to get some of these negatives off. All right. I need to dispute some of these late payments, some of these charge-offs and things that, don't even belong on here. All right. So maybe you want to do that, and that's totally fine. Now, credit solution number 2. So we still talking credit, y'all. We still talking credit. This is what I really like about this, because if you know somebody that's stressed out about the debt that they're in, put a number 2 in the chat. Drop a number 2 in the comment section. So that way it helps the algorithms track, right? Now, we have 2 solutions here. One is for credit, one is for personal, and the other one is for business. So if you have at least $12,500 in credit card debt, let's wipe that in half without filing for bankruptcy, without doing anything crazy, selling your firstborn. All right. We're going to help cut that debt in half and get all that debt wiped out within 6 months. All right. That's the typical trajectory of how this works within 6 months. And we'll help you establish your credit rapidly by lowering your debt to income ratio. So now you can qualify for that mortgage, because a lot of people, The reason why they can't qualify for the mortgage is their debt to income is too high. They owe too much on their credit cards. They have too much outstanding debt compared to what they're making. And the bank's like, look, that's a high risk for us. So we can't even give you the loan. So the only solution that you have is paying down those credit cards. Well, how are you going to do that if the reason why you're maxed out right now is because you can't pay them off? You can't get a loan because your credit isn't right. Or if you do get a loan, it's going to affect your ability to get that mortgage. So what is the next thing that you can do? Hire our team. Free consultation, get back with the person that got you on. Even if you're in need of business debt help, maybe you have MCA loans, maybe they're threatening to close your business. We help with that too. The thing that we're after here, of course, is better credit, but it's that financial peace of mind, allowing you to actually sleep at night without being harassed by creditors, and just being not having to think about closing your business, right? So now you're on path to being debt free, and that's all you had to do was just say you needed some help. We got your back, okay? Too many people suffer because they just are afraid to ask for help. This is free help. Why are you still in debt? There's no reason. So now let's move on to solution number 3. All right, put a 3 in the chat if you know somebody needs funding. Because this right here is for the people that are the visionaries. If you have a visionary in your family, your cousin, your brother, your sister, maybe your parents, they're always telling you about this business idea, right? And it's like, oh, if only I just had the money, if only I had a few extra, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, I would start this, I would do that. Put a 3 in the comment section because I know plenty of people that are like this right here. Yep, Tiffany says, yep, I know somebody. Wani says, I know somebody too. Yep, Jamil, yep. Because they're all over the place, right? Because they need their money and they know that if they had access to the money, they could dominate. Well, look, we help you with personal loans, business funding. We do financing for your clients as well. And we provide government grants. So just type the word funding to the person that's sharing you this, and they'll go ahead and help you apply. And it doesn't cost you anything to apply. That's another thing that I love about this. It doesn't even affect your credit to apply and see what we can do for you. Now, once we find and match you up with a lender, then it might affect your credit because they're going to do a hard inquiry. But before you get there, you can at least see what you're able to get. All right. We just got someone approved for $150,000 last week on our team. That's what I'm talking about. This is what we need to help push the culture forward. Right. We even have grants. So you don't pay for that either. It's just a free grant portal. You search in there. It tells you what government funds are available for you. It's really, really great. And the last solution, number 4. So go ahead and put a 4 in the chat. You know someone that wants to start a business, that's thinking of their dream business. This kind of goes with solution number 3, but put a 4 in the chat if you know someone that has a business. Maybe they're already running a business or thinking of starting a business, because we're going to help establish that business if they don't have one yet. Free business registration, free EIN setup. All right, this is how you get into business. You have to have that LLC. This is how you're able to take all those tax deductions and lower your adjusted gross income, lower those student loan payments, right? This is how you do it. Then we support you. Okay, it's one thing to establish you. It's a whole nother thing to support you and hold you up. So tax preparation, building a website for you, entrepreneurial media, keeping you inspired and motivated, entrepreneur apparel. Now you can wear on the outside and represent that you're a business owner. Will and trust estate plans. Now you can pass this business on to the next of kin. You didn't start the business for you. You started the business for a legacy. So it can be something that resonates with your family name, right? So you got to be able to keep it going, and we support you with that too. Plans start as little as $200 for a will, right? So if you don't have a business plan already, you can join us. All right. Our business plan is proven. Okay. We're one of the top fastest growing companies in the country for the 3rd year in a row. We have a very proven business model that really works, and you can do it from home. All right. So that's our affiliate program. We also have a pro program that allows you to build a team. We have a co-brand professionals. We build the website for you, and then we put the Nove name beside all these different products and services that we have. And then you can have the 2 extra pages just to show off your services that you're doing. Maybe you're a life insurance agent and you want to showcase that you are offering life insurance, but you don't have your own website. Co-brand is perfect for that. All right. You, you, you achieve 2 objectives with one thing. And then we can do the full white label. This right here is where we take the Nove brand off completely and we just share your brand on there. It's really, really cool. But we have testimonials all over the place, y'all. I don't want you to take Jerry's word for it. All right. Even though I am a walking, talking testimonial, this company got me into our first house within 5 months of using the credit software, or excuse me, the credit services, because Jerry didn't have time to use the software. So I just hired them people and they did it for me. But yeah, we started in December. By April, we had the keys. I'll never forget leaving that apartment complex and giving that big old salute. I'm out of here. Don't have to worry about those neighbors, those noisy neighbors. Don't have to worry about dogs all in the front of your apartment. Yeah, okay. Anyway, it was a mess, y'all. It was a mess. But now we're on to bigger and better things, on to our second property, looking at investment property and things like that. So I'm really, really thankful for being able to be started with this company, and not to mention the residual income paid my mortgage. Well, my first mortgage. Don't pay the second one though. But the first one, it definitely covered that whole thing, boy, I tell you. So let's see if we have anybody in the comment section that anyone on the panel, do you have a testimonial that you would love to give the people? Let's put you on the big screen. Who we got? See, my people are shy now. They shy today. It's okay.
Who's shy?
Yeah, we need a testimonial. Who got one?
I don't got one yet.
Okay.
It seems like my little people's just trying to run, but now they looking for me. I'm gonna make them look for me. I'm
Y'all
not
giving
gonna
up for
rush.
y'all giving
Yeah,
up for
they
Lucille.
put me on
She just
hold. They
got
put me
started.
on hold. I love them. I love them though. But they
Y'all
put
giving
me
up
on
for
hold.
Lucille.
Now I'm gonna make them look for me.
Lucille.
That's
Y'all
me.
give it up for Lucille. She just got started last week. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you for getting on here. I'm trying to give you a shout out. All right.
Yeah. Oh boy. I
I can
feel
give it.
like I'm going through a fight.
Yeah, it's gonna
But
feel
it's
like
all
that when you
right.
first get started.
I can give a testimonial.
All right, go ahead.
I started this business.
Wait, first of all, we got who is you?
I'm sorry. I'm Tiffany. By
Tiffany, what's up?
hey, by the way, I was introduced to this platform by a real good friend who showed me the information, and I saw it, and I actually prayed about it. I said, God, if this is what you want me to do, I said, then you'll make a way. And he sure did make a way. And ever since then, excuse me, ever since then, I have been plugging away since November, probably like a little bit in between October and November. And I want to say about 3 months ago, I started to receive residual income from the business. So I've been in the business for a short amount of time, and I don't leveled up. And it wasn't just on me, it was a team effort. I want to say that. I love Nove because it's not just, you are a consultant, you have your own personal business, but they give you the tools to be successful. Not only that, you have family members who come alongside of you and encourage you, support you. And I love our team meetings, and I just love how, even though they has, I mean, my credit score had jumped. It was a 530 and now it's
Ooh,
602.
let's
Um,
go.
and so ever since I've been using our debt help software, it has been helping me to send out those letters, and it sends notifications. And I believe that out of all the things that I've got into, right? Network marketing, this particular business has really elevated me on a whole nother level and has helped me to push out to where I need to be, because it's been a blessing to me and my family. And matter of fact, I have an extended family. So Nove is really new beginnings, and it has been new beginnings for me.
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing that. That really does mean a lot, because sometimes it's just good to hear that other people are having success, and they're not just trying to sell you something, and your testimonial was just real. It's like, look, this is my experience in this thing. I'm getting results no matter who joins or not. Like, this is something that's really great for me. And I just shared with everybody how you can benefit regardless if you win in the business, because your tax write-offs, your tax deductions are going to help you win. But I really love that because Tiffany was like, look, I got an extended family now. That how many people just want to be able to count on somebody, right? Outside of your family, outside of your friends, you just want to be able to count on somebody that's going to have your back no matter what. And I tell you what, being in business with people is like one of the best things that you can do, So some other testimonials that we have here. Kim Connor, she was able to save her home from foreclosure, right? She was able to pay for her daughter's CNA education in full and fire her boss. Mr. Osorio out of Virginia, like, he's a business owner. He owns an insurance agency. He saw Nove and he was like, look, I'm going to add some extra services to my existing services. So this right here is a big shout out to anyone who already has a financial service. Just add Nove on top of what you already have. All right. Mr. Earl Fanbro, 6 months after joining, he became a homeowner with his wife. Now he has a clear vision of the future, new relationships, right? And multiple income streams. I love that. That sounds just like, my testimonial as well. So now, it's not just Jerry. Okay. It's not just Tiffany. Okay. So, and then we have Keisha Palmer. She is a 6-figure international real estate agent. I really do appreciate her because, look, she's already doing big things. She's already making a big income. But she saw this and was like, look, this is going to help me help more people, right? So if you're a real estate agent, get with the person sharing this and say, look, I need Nove in my business. Mr. Flono, look, after 7 months, just from helping people, he earned enough money to quit his job. How many people want to quit their jobs, man? How many people are tired of sweating out in the heat for somebody else when they can be doing the work themselves, right? Or they can just be working. And now he says, look, I travel more now than I did when I worked at the airline. You really got to hear his testimonial. It's incredible. And then Ms. Ninoska Soto, she says, look, I started, with no experience. So a lot of people, they want to think, well, I got to be an expert to do this business. No, you ain't got to be great to get started, but you do have to get started to be great. She says, now I'm positioned to help my family and others reach financial success. See, a lot of times it's not about us. It's about what we can do for other people. Walmart, Best Buy, look, they already help, pay millions a year in commission right now. All right. So instead of that, just a few cents to a few dollars, Nove is going to help you by paying you up to thousands per sale. When I saw that, I was like, wait, you mean one conversation, I can make a few thousand? That's incredible. You can't do this at your job. I guarantee you can't. Okay. So if you know at least 5 people that could benefit from any of these services, drop a 5 in the comments. So that way we can see who's tracking. So we can see who the future millionaires are going to be. Because this was just starting off with 5 people. Things can get really, really crazy here. All right. You earn money by referring others to a website. You set your own hours, work from anywhere. So many times me and my wife were traveling, getting ready to see relatives, get ready to go see mom, right? And we're on the phone, or we're on the laptop, we're hosting a webinar or something. There's 10 different ways to get paid. So I just love being able to work on the go. Let's start off just showing you a little bit about the money you can make. So just 5 credit likes customers. Somebody that needs better credit says, yes, I need better credit. You're going to make $100. So that's 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, $500, right? So just think about that. Hitting your bank account. Some people don't make this in a week, sadly. Okay. Some people it takes, maybe 2 weeks to make $500. But, as soon as you do this, you can do this in one day. Okay. If you launch your business the way that we show you how to launch your business, right? You can actually do this in one day. And you're 5 and free. This means we waive your monthly business fee. You don't have a monthly subscription anymore just because you have 5 credit clients. Doesn't stop there. Imagine making money and not even charging people anything. They're not even buying anything from you, but you're making money. Wouldn't that be amazing? Well, that's what our debt help does. So with our debt help, If you help enroll somebody that has an average, what we're saying is 25,000 in credit card debt, you'll make $250 right off the rip. If you help someone get started with the business credit services, where they get that $50,000 funding guarantee, you're going to make $500 off the rip. All right. So even right here, we're just looking at helping someone with the 5 credit customers, helping somebody get out of debt, helping someone get the business credit. Right there, you're already looking at $1,250 just right there. And you can do all this in the same month that you get started. But people are saying, there's no opportunity out here. I need someone to help me with my credit. And this is an opportunity that not only gives you an opportunity, but helps you with your credit at the same time. This just makes sense to me. Anyway, I'm going to keep it rolling because we've got so much more to talk about. But I'm going to wrap it up really soon because I know a lot of people, ready for the weekend. But hey, now you got some education. Now you got some firepower. All right. So imagine earning up to $20,000 just by helping someone start a business. They got a loan for $500,000. You get 20,000 of it. Happens every single day. Why not you? Okay. What if it wasn't $500,000? What if it was only $50,000? Because remember, we do offer a $50,000 funding guarantee. What if they just got that? We'll just take a zero off the 20,000. Would you be okay with a $2,000 check hitting your bank account just because you helped someone get $50K in funding? Let's go. That's how you're able to do and build great things here at Nove. And you get $900 for the co-brand, $3,000 for the white label. I sold 2 white labels in 1 month one time. It was an amazing month. So it's just basically for you to be able to be in the middle and be the solution to someone's problem. All right. So you're in the middle. Someone has a problem over here. The solution's over here, and you're in the middle. That's all you have to do is be in the middle. All right. And just helping other people join and become affiliates. You can earn up to $600 per person that joins, up to $500 when they help someone else join. That is the team building. That's the leveraged income that you can earn here with Nove. And then the residual income. Just by helping 3 affiliates join and helping them get their 2 customers. The first month, that's $350. The next month, they go out and do the same thing. And you're not doing anything, but maybe just talking them through it. Maybe you host some webinars for them, just like I do for my team. I'm hosting webinars for you, so you don't have to worry about talking. Jerry doing all the talking, right? So you bring in more people, right? So just imagine what can happen as this thing keeps going. Your residual income keeps building. Your customer acquisition bonuses keep building. Just in 8 months, imagine earning $250,000, right? Now, of course, I wouldn't say this is typical because not everybody follows the system. Maybe you're really good at following the system, but you bring in your cousin who's, a knucklehead, right? He just want extra money, want to fix his credit, but maybe they don't follow the system as well. It's totally fine because guess what? You can bring somebody else in that will. And eventually you'll have the people on your team. You'll have the resources that you need to then grow a business that can now pay for your car payment, pay for your home, right? Up to a $3,000 mortgage payment. Imagine the kind of house you're living in when nobody is paying that $3,000 mortgage. That's insane. But listen, we have full training because I know a lot of people, they're like, I don't know anything about finances. I don't know anything about credit. Well, we just showed you so many people who do not have experience, but got started anyway. And now look at them. They're soaring because they said yes. They made a decision. They got plugged into our platform. I just got somebody started today on the Learn training platform. She's going through the Welcome to Nove course right now as we speak. It's just, that's all you have to do is plug in, watch the videos. We show you how to run the business. And then you let me or one of your sponsors do all the talking. Simple. Okay. And then we get to have fun. Okay. After business, then we have fun. Okay. It's not just all about numbers all the time. And you got to unwind. What's the purpose of doing all this hard work if there's no play? All right. So with Nove, we have so many different opportunities to have fun. This is why all the people on the panel right now are about to just be cheesing ear to ear, because they're reminiscing when we were just in Miami. Okay, we were just on the mega yacht. We were all white. We had everybody had on it was a sneaker ball, so we had on our best sneakers, and it was a ball. I mean, the drinks were flowing. If you drink, the food was amazing. I got like seconds and thirds. Okay. And we had a really good time, but we have yacht parties every year. We have leaderboard competitions. We have cruises. There's just so much things once you're a part of this amazing family that we like to reward you with. But now it's time to get started, y'all. I mean, there's only 2 ways to get started here. One is on the basic level. It's only $199 and then $49 a month to get started. You're going to get member discounts, cash back on travel and shopping, your own NovaMoney.com website, ongoing financial education, Nove Learn, the training that you saw, live training every single week, marketing tools. We even have free marketing tools that you can just grab right in the back office. Business credit training vault, that's already worth $99.95 as well. So it's $1,000 value that you get right away just for being an affiliate, and you get up to $3,000 per customer that you enroll. All right. Now the pro is the other way to join. So this is where a lot of people say go pro in the comments, because they realize that if you want to maximize the compensation plan and get access to that credit software, you want to go pro. It's $349 and then $99 a month, right? So if you do not have that $350 right now, that's a clear indication that something's got to change, right? You should have a few $100 to take advantage of a situation that's going to put you in a better situation. And if you don't, there's no shame to that. But now you got to start making some different decisions. All right. I just showed you where you can make $500 just off of helping 5 people get started. All right. So with that would pay you back. Okay. So just think about that. You'll be in profit right now. You're going to get all the basic benefits plus the credit software. You're going to get payouts up to $3,000 per customer, up to $600 per affiliate that joins your team. Also, you're going to get team overrides, rank-based monthly residuals. You're going to get access to the luxury card program and monthly mortgage program once you hit certain ranks in the company. And once you get 5 people on your team or 5 credit customers, you don't pay that $99 anymore. You don't pay the $99. Who wants to pay a monthly fee when they don't have to? Right? So this is, again, why I love being a part of this business, because it's just so much. It gives so much more than you have to pay for. And this is tremendous value. Just imagine paying just over $1,200 a year for a business that pays you back so much more, gives you credit resources, and qualifies as a tax deduction. That's $1,200 less that you got to pay taxes on the next tax season. All right. So last thing is Nove Cares. I love talking about Nove Cares because we support families in schools and underserved communities. So just by doing business with Nove, a portion of all the proceeds, all the sales goes towards helping others by default. All right. You can feel good about doing business with Nove. So right now, there's only 3 decisions, y'all. Somebody says, I'm not interested. You just get back to the person that's sharing you this right here and you say, you know what? I'm not interested, but I'll share your information. Number 2 just says, hey, I'm interested, but I got some questions. All right. How does this thing work with that? How does the income work? When do I get paid? Those kind of questions, we got the answers for you, right? Number 3 says, I'm ready to get started right now with one of the services, or maybe a combination of the services, or maybe I want to be an affiliate and earn extra income, qualify for those tax deductions, or maybe you want to do both. You can do that right here. Just respond with number 3 to the person that got you on board. And as soon as you get started, just tonight now, or only if you get started tonight, you're going to get access to a free vacation voucher. 1 out of 50 different locations all across the country. You're going to get a free 3-day, 2-night stay. So you got plenty of time by midnight to go ahead and lock in with the person that's sharing this with you so you can get that vacation voucher. Just text 1, 2, or 3 to your inviter, and you'll begin living a lifestyle that you truly deserve, everybody. Thanks so much for your time. I really do appreciate being here. I appreciate, the fellowship, with having everybody on board. And I just wanted to share with y'all that this right here is your opportunity. If this isn't your shot, I don't know what is. So let's go make Nove the way, and we'll see you next time. Later, everybody.